Buddy. So I don't know how to put it. I got Vector in this game basically, and it is really cool. It's in development, early development, like really early, I think. But and it's being made by Valve. And uniquely, it's like a mixture of like two of the most popular types of things, like first-person shooter mixed with something like I don't know League of Legends, and it's really interesting. And these character designs are amazing. And I just want to gush about that before I play because oh, my internet is horrible, and recording, playing multiplayer games like this doesn't really work that well. So then I'm gonna gush about the characters for this for a bit and then get into it. How do I guess I'll go. I read each character's thing, look at them, look at what they do, and then take them into the testing mode for like a little bit. I think that'll work, right? I hope. So first up, we got Abrams. No, is that Abram? Yeah. I don't know enough to know what those stats really mean in comparison to anything, so. Abilities you get draining health, soldier, soldier shoulder charge, infernal resilience, regen. Only when you're taking damage though. Hmm. Charging into enemies and leaping up high and literally throwing the book at them. I mean, you're not letting go of the book, but you're still throwing at them. Background. Hang on. Oh, it looks like we don't know anything about equipment or progression yet. So hard hitting, hard headed, and hard drinking. Detective Abrams have been a fixture on the New York investigating scene for years. From stolen art to missing persons to ritual murders. Abrams didn't just take any case that came across his desk, he solved them. But his days of following cheating spouses came to an end the day he opened his office door and found a tome sitting on his desk. That one, I'm guessing. No instructions was left. No instruction was left for him save a brief note scrawled in onyx blood that read, "Don't let them have it." Abrams hasn't figured out where the thing came from, but seeing as his home has been broken into, his office tossed on 3 different occasions, and his car firebombed, he has a vested interest in figuring out what the hell is going on. So, like, standard like detective type. Sorry, might sneeze. I wish you could like revolve this, but that's like really cool design. Like, question is though, was he always a demon that had like the demon face? If so, then that's because from what I understand of this world's like lore so far, magic just showed up one day, and then everything was thrown into disarray. People coming back from the dead, just magic, gods, all that stuff. He's built a. He has a. He's like a tank, frontline. Yeah, frontline tank basically. So that gun is massive, despite the fact that it's also a snub nose. Uh, Like, does that count as a hand? I think. Jesus, he has a snub nosed hand cannon with like I don't know what it's called, like the foregrip. It's completely useless because it's a snub nose, but it's just so big. That's just amazing. Character design is really good. Like, I say really good. It's mostly the face, because for the most part, it's standard detective. Like, no, they did go for like more blue instead of like the usual like brown trench coat or whatever. Like a mix between like modern cop and old school detective. And it works really well, especially since yeah, Let's take a look at him in the sandbox real quick. No, I don't think you can turn around, but at least take a look at what he can do. What about that? And there we go. So, guy is. Oh, that's a missing texture area. Error. How did you not? No, never mind. It is early access, so. Yeah, no, Jesus, that gun is massive. Those rounds are bigger than a shotgun shell. I don't know why, but the fact it's not 6, it's not a 6, it's a 9, is kind of messing with me. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this thing is. To be fair, Team Fortress 2, they made that. So, Magic Tome. This is all just amateur examination, but still. Why does he... Loose. Like... He has on that, the bandolier type thing, or backpack or straps or whatever, but it's not actually doing anything. Large. And I think I did the V-gen on accident. Dash. The movement's good in this as well. Maxim with the book is melee. I've got to check the sound. Yep, too high. It is adorable having to see him like hold the book like in the nook of his arm, like just trying to. High damage, I think. At least decent.
Let's go.
And ooh. So whatever that tome is, it is powerful enough to be used even if you don't know how to use the spells or whatever whatever the heck it holds. I'm curious what it holds. But that's changed.
Facing me is the last mistake they're gonna make.
You know what? I'm not thinking on it. I'm just gonna go through each character in here first, then I'd go through them all one at a time. Bebop. It's like a robot character. Or maybe a cyborg? Hard to tell. Brings together his abilities in different ways. Disrupting positions, saving an ally. And when it doesn't require subtlety, he has a giant laser. Background is he... Yep, he's a robot. Forged by the fate hands of a widowed junkyard attendant. Bebop was more than just some scrap golem laborer. He was the son she couldn't have. Aww. Together they would work in the iron yard during the day and listen to jazz at night. It was a predictable, if not comforting, routine. But now Bebop's career has fallen ill, and while Miss Shelley wouldn't approve of the activities that Bebop does at night to pay for her medicine, what she doesn't know can't hurt her. Aw, he's a sweetheart. And yeah, he's definitely like built from scrap, painted over a bit in places, but yeah, that's just really cool. Also, he's like a... I don't know what that'd be called, I guess beads? That's usually like around like is seen on like monk type characters. And considering the big old wrecking ball fist, might be a classic D&D style monk. He's just wearing what are these called? You see them on samurai pants. Can't remember. He does have that sort of a bit of like that influence too, from the pants to also like that foot also looks like it has the two-toed thing, tabby type. Oh, he even has a top knot. Oh, that's cool. The fact that they managed to give the robot a top knot. Definitely like samurai ninja style. Here's a you can hurl in a giant hook. Where? Hmm. Exploding uppercut. Yeah. Sticky bomb. Hook and hyper beam. Ooh, 70 meters. I'm assuming that's a lot for this game. Also, as you level them up, they get more things. Faster spin time. Spin up. I don't get it. Hmm. But I'm guessing this guy's more of a combo type character, which is pretty cool. In fact, it also looks like his melee is about as strong as his DPS. Hang on. Same here. I guess that means the only real advantage. Hang on. Yeah, that's about the same all around. Except for, this one. So it seems like a lot of them can go melee if they wish, which is cool. Okay, Dynamo. Okay, this guy looks cool. Like if a bank vault was a science teacher. Like the coolest kind of science teacher that subs in every now and then. And like they're the ones that have you do experiments. Those are always the best kind of science classes, weren't they? Ones where they actually have you like sit down and like, oh, okay, we're gonna do a cool thing. We're not just gonna sit and read. As a scientist, Professor Dynamo always had an inquisitive mind. So when a rift in space and time opened up in Central Park, he was the first on the scene to investigate. Central Park, so like, oh yeah, this is like a New York type thing. It's not, but it is. And while he expected such a majestic sight to be life-changing, he was thinking in more of a metaphorical way, as opposed to having his body atomized and reduced to a tiny dying star. Oh. But while his body is gone, his spirit and lust for knowledge live on. A tenured professor at Columbia College, Dynamo looks to learn more about his condition while maintaining his class load. After all, he's a future minds to inspire. But that's cool. Wonder why he's fighting. So he is quite that this is what he is. The rest is just a mech suit, basically. I think. Could be in here, I don't know. That's really cool. Oh, he has eyes. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That makes it about 10 times better. The only way it could be better if it has like have had the little professor glasses. He's just seem healthy. Releases a pulse that knocks enemies into the air. I just guess he's like star power. What is that? Oh, it's like a bag of equipment. Yeah, because he's that kind of scientist. He's like field. Singularity. Oh, this is cool. This guy's healing and yeah. Ooh, that's cool. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. And real quick, I'm gonna check something. There we go. This will be better, I think. Or will it? No. Okay, this will be better for looking at them, and you can hear their voice lines.
I won't be lectured on morality.
Yeah.
Looks like I'll have to cancel class this afternoon.
Shelley's taking a nap. I've probably got enough time to contact some godlike creature.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's really cute.
No one's killing me.
I wish I knew how to edit videos so I could edit this properly together.
Let me collect my extremities and I'll be right there.
I'll do whatever it takes to save Miss Shelley.
I'm coming for you, Haythorn.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to 5 different lines from each of these guys, and then we'll move back to where we were and actually read up on them.
I can take whatever they throw at me. Ready to start some trouble with me, mates?
How does it roll? I guess you've programmed it in. And yes, that is a tabby. At least it's tabby inspired. So I did not expect the Australian voice.
Well then,
Or is it New
looks like we know
Zealand?
what to
I don't know.
do.
A little trouble never hurt anyone.
Oh, I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Can you all heal that okay? No, you can't.
Who wants to play with old Bebop, mate?
I thought I had earned a peaceful life.
Wait, is that a Hawacha? It's a bow and arrow Hawacha. Or however it's pronounced. And if you don't know what a Hawacha is, hang on. Go quick. Hang on, it is... Sorry about this. Sorry about that. I should have paused my recording while I did this. This is a Hawacha. Tell me you can't see it, though. Like, that's basically a tiny Hawacha. Like, bow and arrow. That's stupid and I love it. Okay, moving on, let's see. Very... Chinese, Japanese archer type. Said that mostly because this thing, I recognize that little leg guard from Ghost of Tsushima on like the archer stuff. What you're thinking on, I'm guessing is to protect that side. Because when you're like an archer, you don't, I guess you wouldn't really be facing forward. So you'd be facing like that. So having like this leg protected is like that's something you should do. That's clever. So I would say, hang on. I was about to say that you should have this on the other side, so that way, the main hand's going to be holding the bow. Then I guess you wouldn't want to have to reach over to that side. That'd be a bit awkward. Like instead of just that. But I guess it looks like he does have a bag over there. Have to see in a bit. Oh, here we go. Owl? Like, yeah, he does have an owl. Does seem a bit owlish. Let's see. Yeah, it's charged long range shot. Still impressed by the watch, I think. Rain of arrows, yeah. Just standard archer. Though I guess he does seem like he has something to do with vengeance, maybe?
This will be a story to tell the grandkids. This will be a story to be remembered.
Oh, fuck. Well, that line just made him a lot more sad.
My story's not over yet.
Very story scene.
My bow is yours.
Grading.
The hunt is on.
Very much that kind of character, but he has reason to, I think. Whoever, let's see this person. Hayes. Sneaks in and sprays bullets. One-sided exchange, avoiding damage and picking up.
I dedicated my life to the OSIC. I won't fail them.
Sorry, I just got distracted by the way the head is shifting around. Like shadow powers, I'm guessing. Fixation. Yeah, it definitely says that she focuses on one. So you can pick a target to do more damage to. That's cool. Spray everything. Like, smoke bomb. Ooh, invisibility base. Turn into shadow for a bit. And put an enemy to sleep. Yeah, definitely the kind of character that, as it says, tries to create one-sided exchanges. Get close, take them out. I wish you could spin this around, but actually, hang on, I can look in here. This one gives me a good view of the character from behind and such. I don't have much to say about this kind of character, really. Aside from the fact that the eldritch head moving is really cool. And, I know ghosts are in this, so I wonder what happened to them, and if they might have gotten shot in the head at one point. And this
You
guy
got an eye
just...
for talent. I'll give you that. Believe me, I've seen some things.
Bartender?
They won't see me coming.
What'll it be today?
My services are needed once more.
Yeah, they're very much... The best thing I can think of to compare this character to is Zero from Borderlands. But this guy...
Sometimes, you gotta go to extremes to help your friends.
Oh, I like this guy. He's cool.
I will bring the end.
Don't you worry. I got you. It's so nice to know that my years of antisocial behavior can be put to good use.
You know it.
Let's go complete a ritual.
This guy has favorite personality so far. He's just cool bartender. And obviously bartender because guy has a shaker and shot glasses. Not to mention, yeah, this guy's just a bartender, ain't he? Oh, that's fun. He's also the in the tutorial thing. The first thing it just tells you stuff. This is the guy they use as his main example. You can spew napalm to do more damage. Just run at them, setting them on fire. Also, a fun fact. Funny thing. Something I really adore. He doesn't actually have a gun. He uses finger guns, and that's unique, and I love it. So this guy's damage over time type of character. And speed. Swoop in, swoop out. Get them low and then go in for the kill. Got it. That's a fun... All these guys are, I guess, simple because... Well, they're starting characters, basically. People, if you just start the game, you're immediately like, okay, this is the deal. Most of the rest of them are not. This next character is pretty much, so far of what I've seen, my favorite character.
Helping people's what I do.
I love gargoyles in general. And having one that's a gargoyle character who they don't just humanize in every way. It's just like, oh, they don't have like a pretty face. It's not, they don't look like an Adonis or whatever the fuck. It's a gargoyle. It looks like a gargoyle. And that's flippin' cool. They have Kutsu Bomb, which slows and damages enemies in an area. Watcher's Covenant. Empowers yourself and an ally, which is very cool. Makes you strong, but also any enemies, any people near, like anyone who's nearby, basically, which is very useful. Turn to stone, become impervious, and stun folk. And then just grab someone or bomb and just take to the skies and just bomb them. And like gargoyle, like it's a gargoyle. They're like, you don't really need to explain it much, but the fact that it's like it's a gargoyle. There we go, said it right that time. But it's also she's also covered in ivy in parts, which is half her powers basically. Even the rifle, or yeah, no, that's a rifle. That that's not a crossbow. Those two things aren't crossbow limbs. Those are magazines. Oh. That's a weird design for a rifle, but honestly I love it. It's stupid in a good way. It's just like an automatic rifle. With it's a sawn-off automatic rifle. With absurdly large magazines. But yeah, that's exactly what the character does. They shoot fast. And honestly, yeah, I played like a couple of these in the sandbox mode before when I first got this. I haven't even played a single proper game yet, but I have done the tutorial. And this character's my favorite. I can tell like they will always be, well, very much. Because the design, how they work, and the weapon just work very well together. Okay, and moving to the next one, I'll be back in a little bit, because I gotta go do something real quick. Oh, sorry about that. Dog wrangling. The next character is Kelvin, who uses enemies into tracks. Family heals and a splitting in a team fight is probably the difference between easy victory and ruinous defeat. Gliding around. This guy can glide.
Let's get started, shall we?
Like the voice. Frosted grenades does damage. Basically like the kudzu thing. Oh, that's cool. The guy's frozen. You can also tell that that's going to be one of those effects that they're going to change. They're going to change as they... Like you can tell, like they're going to change that ability a bit when the game fully comes out. Not how it works, just how it looks. Like you can, because even in that little video, you can see. Wait, can you see? Hang on. Okay, yeah, you can see. I just realized my face might be covering that. It is, but not enough to be worried about, I think. Arctic beam. Ooh. Oh yeah, he is holding a laser beam. Guys, ice beam. Disarm. Ooh. And creates a healing dome. Yeah, I can tell why this is a good for new character people.
If you need me, I got your back.
United, no one can break us.
I'm a little more subtle than I look.
That's good. I love these lines.
Look at us. A couple of miscreants ready to take on the world.
That guy's definitely an adventurer.
Looks like I'm missing that job interview.
Something else I noticed is, like, you have a gargoyle, like this, like, magical creature, and they're just wearing normal stuff. Like, they're wearing like a flat cap and just baggy pants.
I'm feeling good about this, yes?
Yes. I don't have much to say on this guy because he looks and sounds like he should, which is good.
Maybe today won't be so boring after all.
So I don't know what kind of accent it is, but I love that accent. I can't. I recognize it, but I can't replace the accent.
Time for an adventure.
This guy's. I like it. Ooh, ghost arm. Pulsating ghost arm.
Do you have the stomach to do what needs to be done?
Is that a horn? I think it might be a horn. Or feathers, perhaps? Yeah, it's like a feather in the cap, except it's coming at the head. Or hair. That might just be hairband, honestly. Ooh. It's to steal their health. And you use your health to do damage. And you can amplify the damage they take. Also at the cost of your health. Oh, that's really cool though. Oh, that's like the best ability if you can think of for a character like that. Just swapping all of their health for all of yours. You have to be good at recognizing when to use it, but if you can do that well, that is like I can't think of anything more powerful. Yeah, it's a good way to do this kind of character. Snub-nosed revolver, and this one's actually a proper size. Like that thing will break every bone in your arm if you fire it. This one's proper sized. Honestly, I do dislike the revolver, but that's just because I dislike snub-nosed revolvers anyway. It's like the pug of guns. Very much, rich bitch coated. Like, massive fur thing. The dress. The pose. The hand, though. The hand makes this entire thing unique. Without it, she'd just be a dime a dozen type of... Is that a canteen? Huh. And what? I just noticed, what is this thing around the arm? It almost looks like medical equipment, don't it? That actually might be what it is. That might just be medical equipment. If so, then that's very interesting. And it makes sense. Like you have like the dying person, like her whole dying like she's dying, type thing. That'd be interesting. Guy has brass knuckles on his belt, but he ain't using them. He's using a wrapped fist. It's not even a case. It's just a wrapped fist with a thing on the back of the hand. It does nothing. Does he have eyes or are they closed? They're closed. Okay. Standard tattoos.
I'm not dumb. I know a lot of people hate me. It's a curse, really. You know, to just rule so hard that every mediocre soul in the city has to resent you.
He has that kind of stash. That one that says, like, you have that kind of stash. You have confidence. There's no other way to say it. Like, name someone who has that kind of mustache and they don't have confidence. At the least they don't try to have it, a ton of it.
My debt to Oathkeeper will be paid.
Ooh, slight.
You were looking to summon a god, right? Well, here I am.
God, this guy has an ego.
I paid a terrible price for a second chance. And I would gladly pay it again.
I can't place my finger on that accent. I'd say New Orleans, maybe French, but yeah. But it also sounds like she's chewing on her accent.
You see, not everyone can handle the weight of being the best fighter on God's green earth.
Wow, he's a dick.
I didn't sell my soul. I saved my life.
It's important to give back. That's why I'm taking 3% of my winnings and donating them to Lashback, my charity dedicated to children who kind of suck.
Oh, he's a dick, but a funny one at least.
Let's have fun, darling.
Yeah, that definitely. You can hear it too, though,
Fear
right?
is for lesser men. Bebop.
So he does not like Bebop.
Beauty doesn't need to fade.
Okay, next character. I'm not going to focus on him much because he's a fighter, like the street variety.
Do I love working for Fairfax Industries? No. Does it pay a small fortune? Yes. How do I sleep at night? Like a baby.
Well, you don't get. Well, I can already tell you don't have many morals. So, is that a gun, a chainsaw, or a small motorcycle? Sights placement is everything for McGinnis. Let's see, it is. Oh, you have a mini turret. Oh, I see why you're a starting character. Yeah, this kind of character is common nowadays, sadly. Get to do a healing thing. Oh, you're a bit like the engineer, aren't you? You can just conjure a wall using magic. I think. Yeah, Magitech. And that thing. Wait, you ain't even using the big ass gun in any of these, are you? What the heck is that for then? You have a massive. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure on that. You have that, but you're not actually using it in any of these things. Very much like they're from what I'm getting, they're the engineer of this game.
I am Krill, this is Maurice, and we are at your service.
Maurice and Krill. Unless that's Maurice.
What's the point of building toys if you never get to use them?
There. If I was a weapons designer, yeah, I would love the testing part.
There's nothing Maurice can't claw through.
Those fingers, but those aren't quite fingers, those are claws. Why do I say that? Mole. Maurice is a mole, I think. I know the nose looks like pig, but the characters are, yeah, it's a mole. I think it might actually be pig, but I'm pretty sure it's mole. So, anyone else getting Junkrat and Roadhog from this? So you got damage that heal. That's cool. Get digging, which is cool. Sand blast to disarm them. Pocket sand. And hold them in place while you pummel them. Oh, that's cool. That gun holds them in place. That's cool. Also, this guy's face just screams bastard. It's very good character design. If you can tell a whole character's deal just from looking at them for like less than like 10 seconds, that's very good character design. And that's why these things are all so great for the most part. Like, yeah, you get pretty much his entire deal just from looking at him. He's a demon cop. Big gun, big book. That book's important to him because he's carrying it around while he's also shooting stuff. This guy is a brawler. Bit ninja coded, I guess. Samurai, maybe. He punches things. Bit monk inspired, but you don't. That's about all you get from him, because well, you're not gonna find out about his mom from this, would you? Does give Junkyard vibes though. This guy is science. That's all the vibes you get, really. It's a cool design. And all these things are all recognizable from just silhouettes for the most part. At least when next to each other. And that's really good. Like, you get his deal. He's something sciencey happened. He's not quite human anymore. This one's harder to give a summary because all I can think of when I look at this guy is old Genji. And I never even played Overwatch. I do like the characters though. The characters are always cool. You look at this guy and tell me you don't just get the vibes of old Genji. She's honestly a bit bland, really. Sorry about that. Sorry about if you can hear the dogs. Bit bland, honestly. Because the most interesting part is just the shifting head. And that's it. That's really the only real interesting part of this one. Still really cool character design, because it's shifting and all that, but... yeah, there always has to be a worst character, you know? In fairness is cool. He's just cool, but also the fact that you're able to peg onto the fact that he's a bartender after hearing one or two lines.
You one of my regulars, aren't you?
And just seeing and just looking at him, and you instantly peg bartender. Like that's really good character design. Especially the fact he's carrying shot glasses, metal shot glasses, and a tumbler, and it doesn't look out of place. In fact, he has two of them. He's two of the tumblers. Hang on, does he? That's a missed opportunity. I was gonna wonder if he would like take one of the things from his side and then like throw it like that. They might. Hang on. Nope, it doesn't. He just, which is a shame because that would be so cool if he did like just hurl them out from the tumblers. But no. Oh well.
I'll find my purpose again.
That line sounds sad. But from her, you get Punk. Punk Gargoyle. Also street urchin vibes as well, from the loose-fitting clothing and the hat. Hang on, oh, that's cool. And so she's also not like one of those living gargoyles, things that look like gargoyles but aren't. Like, she's straight up a stone gargoyle. Part of that you can tell from the tail. Because there's that little hook, because look at that tail back there. That is straight up, like, made to look pretty on a building. And she can't see from here, but she also has, like, a number on her back. I can't remember, like, 40 something. And that's just, like, interesting. Him, like, he's honestly a little bit generic, but also it's not a bad way. It's just like ice theming. You either get if you have ice theming, you have two ways you can go: furs and Nordic stuff. You know, like just furs and Nordic stuff, or you can go modern, or uber modern, which is basically just retro futuristic. There's the three things you can do for ice theme characters. Make them all sleek and shiny. Make them someone wearing modern, like, coats and stuff. Or make them look like or give them all furs and whatnot. This guy's like mix of like modern and furs, but still works pretty darn well. It's just not the most
This is dangerous work.
interesting thing.
I'm dangerous.
Except for maybe whatever the heck that is on his back. Looks like, is he just carrying around like this giant statue? If so, that does make it a much... Wait, that's a bone! That looks like a bone! If that is the case, then that might bring it up a few points. Well, let's move on. Her, though. Generic, but like if it was just a silhouette, she'd be recognizable, but that's mostly just because of how messed that fur is. But in full color, very unique. Just because that arm like ties the whole thing together. It makes it like it brings in the mysteriousness back into this type of design. He's an asshole.
Ethics are for scientists that can't think big enough.
She looks like the spunky hero type until she opens her mouth. Like she's like engineer, like turrets, robots, stuff like that. Though having a hammer instead of a wrench, oh, actually that's kind of good character thing. Because most of this type of character would be about building, rebuilding. Let's make things better. She, from what I can tell, is not. So instead of the usual, let's give them a wrench so they can build stuff, this one has a hammer to tear them down. These are just so unique, while also being not in the right way. Like, big guy, little guy. That's like an extremely common trope for like hundreds of years. That's been a trope. Big guy, little guy. Having them being a giant mole man, and a monkey. That is different, though. Oddly enough, I think DC did a good version of this where it's actually interesting. I can't put my finger on it, though. I want to see one of these types of duos, though, where the big guy is a smart one who can't fight. I want to see that. Where the big guy's the smart one who's not good at fighting, and the small one's the violent one who's not very bright.
Don't mind the big guy. He's friendly.
I love his voice,
Unless,
though.
of course, you try to stop us, in which case he will definitely maul you.
Oh, this guy's gonna be a fan favorite, I can tell. This one... Okay, from what I can tell, the ones that are gonna be people's favorites in general, like the community. This guy... Her, just because, like, the sword bit. And him, did I already say him? Yeah, I don't know. Also this guy, because everyone likes a good asshole.
Really? Don't expect me to explain how this all works. Just be happy that it works.
I'm gonna say, I didn't quite realize I was a girl, but I'm honestly glad they have a girl character like this, because most of them are guys. Like, yeah, most of them are guys for some reason.
Maurice and I...
It was smart to turn to Paradox for help.
I got the gun?
The more I think about it...
No one can stop me from taking what I want.
The more I think about it, the more I like this, because... Like, think about Blizzard, or whatever it is. League of Legends, yeah. Most of their... Pretty much every single female character they have shows their face. Just... sex appeal. So... Having a female character that you don't see their face like this, that's really flippin' nice. Like, real quick, is this... Yep, that's a him, but still. I guess she also counts, but less so. I don't know, for me, this is my least favorite design, honestly. But, like, it's good that they... Like, also, all the characters look completely different. And none of them are... Like, you would not mistake most of these for, like, League of Legends type characters, really, would you? And that's good. Except for maybe her. She definitely gives League of Legends vibes. Not knocking on it. A lot of League of Legends character designs are really cool, but these things are much better, I feel. Is that a Monkey Man Elvis impersonator? If so, that is fucking amazing. Ooh, bionic arm as well. And it's a fucking mahogany arm. Oh, I like that. Her though, that's just cool vibes. Time positioning looks like. slowing down enemies and projectiles. Yeah, based on timing stuff. Yeah. Design though, that's cool, and I can't wait to let you read up on why they're like this. Also, pocket watch on the leg. That's different. Big canister on the back. Is that shape? Is it shaped? It's an hourglass. That's an hourglass on her back. That's cool. Hang on, from the back, because
He does the digging, I do the talking. We tried it the other way, but it didn't work.
okay, yeah. The more I listen to him talk, the more I like him. But you actually do have to pay attention to the backs of characters in this game because, hey, that's what you're gonna be looking at 90% of the time. Is the back of the character. It's sort of like how in League of Legends, with the character viewpoint way up above and at an angle, they actually have to. The actual models are weirdly proportioned because that's the angle you're going to be viewing them from, and it sometimes leads to weird things. So like, if you have you have to have the back of the character look
No one's stopping me.
distinct. But also, yeah, like see the back of the. I don't know why he has those straps, but he does.
The only way this day gets any better is if I get to punch Lash in the face.
Okay, Bebop and Lash have a thing.
Time for a little field work.
Like the back of a character has to be interesting just as much as the front.
There is no escaping me.
So like in Pokemon, because you're always looking at the back of Pokemon, at least in early ones. I guess this guy the side because, like I mentioned earlier, he has the way you aim a bow.
They don't need a bouncer when I'm tending bar.
Also, you can't see it from this angle, but he has a towel over the other side. That's even more.
Don't worry,
bartendery.
I'll protect you.
Again, my favorite. Long tail.
It may be the Singamont, but I'm feeling very optimistic.
I like him. He's not the most distinct, but he's just jolly. Which is the other stereotype of ice-based characters. Oddly. They're either cold, or they're very much not.
I will never be forgotten.
Another character you're always viewing them from the side of. That's cool.
You know, it's important to give back. That's why I'm taking 3% of my earnings a day and
Ooh,
donating
I
them
didn't
to Lash
I didn't even
Back.
look at this guy's
It's
actual
my
moves.
charity dedicated to children who kind of
So
suck.
wow, you talk a lot. He's basically long-range melee character. Asshole got moves. Cool.
Let's get to work.
And another... Yeah, that's because depending on someone's weapons, because they're never going to be all at the same angle.
It's not the rats in New York they should worry about.
But yeah, you get from the viewpoint that you're going to be seeing them from behind, wherever the camera is says behind is. That's where you're going to be looking at them
In
from.
time, all men die. The gun just speeds things up.
Ooh.
My father's gift for my 18th birthday was a bullet to the chest.
Jesus.
Today is my chance to say thank you.
Hell of a way to start a conversation. Pocket, let's see. Powerful shotgun in a thin frame. That's a shotgun? Oh, double barreled, I think. Yep, double barrel. This guy has wizard vibes. Pocket. Teleports. He has a flying. Hang on. He has a flying cloak. But he doesn't take it off when he sends it to fly. I'm gonna hope that that's just an early access thing. I'm gonna hope that in the final game, he's gonna actually, when he throws it, he's not gonna be wearing his actual jacket. Because that just makes sense. I love the scarf and the... Jesus, those popped collars. He's very wizard vibes. Like modern wizard. Air glide. Air glide, what? And he fires projectiles from his suitcase, which I just now noticed is glowing. This guy's like a collector of strange artifacts. I kind of love that. Like it gives the vibes that he's not magical, but his stuff is, and it's like in it, and this stuff likes him, and that's cool. Like a artificer, and he's an infiltrator. It says that's interesting. He's very plain, pretty boy, but that's fine. Every game needs at least one. And this guy.
With these hands I will destroy, and with these hands I will rebuild.
Poltergeist vibes. Poltergeist prisoner vibes, which I think sums up pretty well.
I don't like to talk about my past, but I'm ready to move forward.
Oh, that's healthy.
I freed myself from the shackles of the past, and my future looks bright.
Good for you, bud.
I've waited years for this. I can't waste this chance.
I'd say that's good, but again, I think you might be trying to kill your dad, so this might be good. I don't know.
The reputation speaks for itself.
We can build a better world.
Okay, this guy's gonna be very popular or very unpopular. He's gonna be polarizing, I feel. Like, he's gonna be polarizing. Yeah.
They've made the wrong enemy.
This guy's gonna be universally loved, but also hated because people are gonna hate to play against someone like this, I can tell. Also, that gun. That's a combination Tommy gun. What is that? Hang on, I need to see this in action a bit. No. Ooh. It's a Tommy gun Tesla cannon. That is cool. Also, this guy got the electric chair at some point, didn't he? Electric themed. Prisoner. Oh yeah, this guy is just very cool looking. Definitely. Almost gives the impression of like several people fused together, almost, but not quite. And that's mostly just because they're faced. I don't think he's that kind of character, but if he was, that'd be really, really cool. So, does that arm have something jutting out of its palm? I think so. Hang on, which hand is it? Yeah. Because that's also the hand that he uses to cast stuff. This guy's just a monster, in many senses of the word. 7's pretty darn cool, and that is I'm betting that thing was going to be used to execute him. The thing on his head, and chest, and shoulders, I guess. But it failed. God, who was that character that's... what was it? It's the car game. He's the clown. Sweet Tooth. He gives Sweet Tooth vibes as well. Sweet Tooth mixed with a poltergeist. You know, the clown with the burning head? Who survived the electric chair? Gives same vibes.
The Baxter Society sent me.
Yeah, like I said, Elvis impersonator ape cyborg. And that is badass. There's something to be said about characters like this. Oh, fuck. Is he... Hang on. Actually, if I get a good look at... What's happening there? Is that... I can't see, but I think either he's... I don't know how he's... It says he's hurling knives, but I don't see how he's doing that. Unless he's managing to kick them forward. In which case, that'd be fucking cool. Honestly. Does his gun have a knife on it? Oh, what the heck? You know, I'm genuinely not sure. I think this might just also be one of those characters where we'll just see more of the deal because their models aren't finished yet, you know? Like how this guy's ice... Like how this guy's...
Anticipation. Oh, it's exciting, yes?
Like how that ice one will almost certainly look different in the final game. And this guy's cloak...
I'll use my family's name when I'm no longer ashamed of it.
It will actually be taken off of him later, you know? Like, I feel like this guy's animations might change later. So, like, that's like a placeholder animation. As is this, whatever he's doing there. That, I just can't quite see the gun well enough. Either way, guy is knife themed, and you can tell that just because bleeding, his name, yeah. The thing is, though, I only can see one knife on him, and that one's a maybe. Like, it's just like throwing knives, goes in and slices them. I don't get what that one means. Defer a portion of damage take. I don't know what that means. He takes out. Oh, maybe just. I don't know. Killing blood. Yeah, that one's self-explanatory. He just goes in and finishes someone off. Here, though.
The friends of humanity will be eradicated from this earth.
Witch vibes. Old school witch vibes. With the big dress. No, also the no shoes thing, which, let's see, what's it called? Wild child type things. Like, they're not a part of society. That's what that often implies. And also, this is the other character I played as. I like them a lot because they're a sniper who can fly around. That's their thing. They can make someone stay in a spot. They can send out a crow to make them bleed. And if someone's weak, you can finish them off for massive damage. And you can just fly yourself into a good position. Which means if the other team doesn't have anyone who can fly, they're flippin' screwed. But yeah, very witch vibes, like old school Salem, which I think genuinely might be their character thing. I think that's what I remember reading. But it comes across well in the design.
I think I'll like the surface.
I did not expect that voice.
Today isn't the day for mercy.
There's more going on in this world than what you perceive.
I kind of love that voice.
Haythorn's disciples will answer for their crimes.
So you need a monster hunter, huh?
His voice too. I think that's amazing.
I've been given my chance for revenge, and I won't squander it.
I'm squishy.
Okay, I think now that I'm actually hearing this guy talk, I love him.
Death comes for everyone eventually.
Most of my kind find legs to be unnerving, but I rather enjoy them.
He's not human, I suppose. Oh, duh. So is he wearing like a suit or something? Maybe. Rolls around, splatters, hurls goo. Trap someone in a jelly cube. It's a safe place to be. Wait, does that mean it protects who you put it on? Huddle punch. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. I think I'm gonna play this person at some point. Definitely gonna play them at some point. That's amazing. They're a wild card type character. And they're also Scooby-Doo themed in a weird way. Not themed. They have the same vibes as a Scooby-Doo villain. Look at them and tell me you can't see a Scooby-Doo villain that looks just like this. In fact, there genuinely might already be one. Or 3. Like, they're goo, man. And those eyes, the wonky eyes.
If I die, so be it.
Oh, those are old keys. Like, hang on. Can you see those properly? Not that. Hang on, let me see. You see those keys? Those are old keys. Keys haven't looked like that in a long, long time. And I was just about to say he was boring, too, because he's just a constable type. Those keys. The fact that, like, the first, like, your eye is drawn to them, kind of, because... Yeah, at least I like keys, so that might just be me, but... I was drawn to them immediately. I was like, wait a second. So whatever those keys unlock, it ain't a normal thing. Like, it definitely ain't. Like, those are like centuries old keys. So what the heck is that kind of gun? What does it say here? It doesn't say... These from the front. This guy gives a bit like a soldier vibes in TF2, but only a bit. He hurls his flask at people. Not just an alchemical one, but... Oh, it's tear gas, ain't it? Basically. Spirit shield and movement speed. Makes it so they can't escape. And health stealing. Okay, yep. He's a cop. He's somehow more cop vibe. He has more cop vibes than Abrams does somehow. But where Abrams is protect and serve, Warden is more serve. Yes, that was a Game Grumps joke.
I am not a pile of goo. I'm merely piloting a pile of goo.
Well, that's philosophical.
Too often people think of the benefits without ever considering the cost.
I thought it was gonna be a consequences thing, like, but nobody ever considers the consequences. And I'm the consequences.
I represent the concerns of the deep.
Oh, you're Eldritch coded. Eldritch? I don't know.
This isn't about good or evil. It's about survival.
I think I hate your personality.
Great.
Humanity needs to be protected from itself.
Fair. So is that a little knife, or is that the tip of the whip? Wait a second, I just realized, is that a whip? Please tell me that's not a whip. I guess it could just... No, I think it might just be rope. Yeah, I think that's just a rope that, like, it wraps up. It's for other people. Like, instead of handcuffs. What's your tie-down thing called? Binding word. Oh. Oh, I just know... Oh, bones. I forget that everyone here is magic. Except for me. No, even you're magic. Is there anyone here who doesn't use magic of some sort? No, you have the owl. Hang on, actually...
I'm too stubborn to die.
Okay, you technically... If you say... No, because I guess you're using the... If you don't count using the book as you doing magic, then I guess that counts. But well, at least that's what I was going to say. Then I realized in this clip, they're holding it open. So he does know how to use it, kind of. If the only magic attack was you slamming them with this book, then no, you wouldn't count, but you do. You?
The only
Nope.
demons I
All
can't
this is
punch
magic.
are my own.
Magic, magic. Invisible, so magic. Maybe you, actually.
Mo and I are a package deal.
Yeah, I can see so. I think that if that it depends on if that counts as if that's tech or not. Nope, you know magic. I'm gonna count that as magic. So, wait, hang on.
I wish there was another way, but my father gave me no choice.
You might be the only one who doesn't actually know magic personally. Yep, that one was using the book. You hurled the cloak at them. You hide in the magic suitcase. And you use the suitcase there, so you are the only one who doesn't know how to do magic. So far, at least. And that is amazing. The most magician-coded character doesn't know any magic. That may be you, I guess.
That shouldn't take long.
That looks like magic, though. That's magic, so yeah. Well, maybe. Feet don't look like they're moving, but again, early to tell. Unless whatever you do...
I was hoping that this suit would make people take the problems of the deep seriously. I'm not sure it's working.
Yeah, sorry, bud. You look more adorable than serious. Depends. If this stuff is stuff you can just do to your species, then it might not be magic. Might.
The patrons will herald the end of humanity if we let them.
And looking at these two, you can tell they know magic. Maybe.
If you think crime doesn't pay, you are outrageously bad at crime.
Okay, mafia guy. Mafia chick. Got it. Yeah, I had to do some counting real quick. You have extra arms. Cool. You're like Dr. Octopus. Depending on where those arms connect. No, wait. Yeah, no, you might just have straight up extra arms, like one there, one there. Nah, we have to... Oh, those are massive arms, actually, looking at this one. Like, massive enough that I think they might be bigger than normal. Like, maybe almost like a... Not quite twice, but almost close to being twice as big as a normal arm. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Like they have like almost like old school magician themes mixed with mafia member. Oh, so is that a full auto Tommy gun or is that just a normal Tommy gun? It's hard to see at this point. I can't tell if the gun continues past this point or not. Either way, that is a very good couple vibes to mix. Like magician and mafia member. Like replace the top hat with the fedora. You still have the big. Your magician's cape is instead of mafia members like trench coat or whatever, just draped over the shoulders. The fake limbs that like you sometimes can associate like mannequins and stuff with like magicians, and instead they're your limbs now. That's cool. You get cards, gambling theme, I guess. I like this character very much. They have an amazing design kit. This is so cool. And now I'm going to set something up for the next part.